Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to a brand new week on DOdaily. Hopefully you're looking forward to it. It's Des here, of course. Hope you had a great weekend. I had a pretty good one. Managed to keep the activity up, stay on the diet, and also got out to see a few friends. A lot to talk about in terms of that today. Feeling really positive. I'm really pleased with myself on a really sort of riding a high at the moment. Really sort of attacked what I needed to and feeling great about myself, but I'll come back to that a little later. Of course, on a Monday, what I like to do is run through what we've got on offer this week on DOdaily. And of course today is Monday Motivation. Tomorrow we've got the City Slickers Solidarity Session. I mention every week how good that is, how many people get involved, how we use a virtual get-together at the same time at 6:30 to get out and do some sort of activity, whether it's running, walking, cycling, whatever we choose to do, all at the same time, just knowing everybody's doing it, posting the pictures back into the closed Facebook group and the Instagram. It really does do the trick in sort of getting people up and at it for the week. Of course, on a Monday, I always say never miss a Monday. Really attack it, get out there for a walk. Amazing weather again. It was absolutely teeming it down about half an hour ago. So I'm quite pleased that it relented a little bit for me to come out and do my video. But if you can't get out today, be sure to join us tomorrow and get involved in the solidarity session. Really does do the trick. If you can't join us at 6:30, of course, just get out at some point. Still post it in. Tuesday training. That's the hashtag we work off on a Tuesday. And again, hopefully it'll inspire others to get out there and get involved. On a Wednesday, we've got Wednesday workout. Of course, last week I started the challenge, which is running for the next 2 weeks, the rest of August, in getting out there, finding the A to Z of street names as part of your activity, whatever you choose to take part in. Again, running, walking, cycling are sort of the main activities people get involved in with this. But try and find the letters, post them up into the closed Facebook group again and all the social media, and we'll get those shared. It's just a bit of fun. In the UK, there's 25 available. If you're not in the UK, you might actually find an X. But we're working on the basis is 25, and anybody that gets 25 will be drawn out of a hat for a prize. So it's just a little incentive just to get out there, just to have a bit of fun, Take it on board. You can do it in 1 week. You can do it over the 3 weeks. Last week I went and found 10 just whilst making my video, and then I re-walked the same route taking pictures. And it just added something to it. Just gives you a purpose to get out. And that's the point. And Tuesday and Wednesdays are where the activity through DOdaily, through Do Running, really pick up. We really sort of give it a go and just make sure we're getting in daily activity just to reap all those benefits. I talk about it a lot. I work with the guys that Get Out, Get Active. You can see I've got the hoodie on in Nottingham. And what we're trying to do is just encourage people to find different fun and quirky activities, which don't have exercise or mental health sort of splashed all over them, but that's where the real benefit comes in, but we can have fun in the meantime. Sometimes when you're having fun, when you're looking for signs, or when you're thinking about other people out there at the same time, it just takes your mind off it a little bit. And even for myself, somebody who's been sort of a keen runner for 5 years now, it's not easy to get involved in exercise. I still find it really hard, day in, day out, to get out there and do it. And if you don't want to do it day in, day out, we've just got certain things you can pop in and out of, So Tuesday training, Wednesday workout, great opportunities to get your week up and running if you can't get out today. And then, of course, we've got Thursday, your questions answered. What I like to do is answer all your questions. Great questions and answers last week. Really enjoyed it. Such a sort of array of subjects to go at, different things that make me think, things that ask me for my opinion. I have to do a little bit of research. It's not rocket science, it's not going to change the world, but little snippets of information which just might help was questions last week on hydration and electrolytes. On the other hand, there was a question about somebody vlogging and all sorts of different things like that. So it's just really sort of really nice, easy stuff, easy to digest. I try and be honest and relatable. I'm not trying to be clever with the way I put this across. I get my words wrong. I stumble through it sometimes. Do you know, it's just a place to go to find out little bits of information. Do you know, just to sit back for 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, how long it takes, just to hear what somebody else has got to say. Whilst a lot of it will be stuff you know, a lot of it will be stuff you need reminding on. Every week, I see something and go, oh yeah, I remember that, do you know? And it's those little things that are really important just to keep us ticking along. And when we start asking ourselves sort of negative questions when it comes to exercise, I can't do it because of this, or I can't do that because of this, then that just might be the reminder that you can actually do something, you know, or you do know how to do it. And it's just those little things that might just pick you up and get you out there. And if they help, like the hydration, for example, drinking the right thing, eating the right things, then it might just make you feel better whilst you're doing it as well. And then, of course, it's Wake Up to Walk on Friday. I went out with great intentions last week, and the weather, the wind and the rain stopped me after a fantastic week, getting out somewhere nice. So I went home and did it. But it's about getting up early, attacking the day, giving it a real sort of push for the weekend and looking forward, making plans for the weekend. That's what we try and do. Of course, as part of that, I always suggest a Saturday selfie, something for people to focus on, again, whilst they're out and about doing activity, you know, just for them to take their attention off the actual activity. It's that thing again, you know, just a way of distracting yourself and just finding different ways of doing it. Last week I asked the guys to go out and choose whatever they wanted. A little bit of focus last week on decisions and making decisions for herself. So what I did is I asked the guys to make their own decision what they wanted the Saturday selfie to be. And again, an excellent response. Lots and lots of people getting involved, you know, guys that are working down on a ship, you know, or people in Swaziland this week, of all places, do you know, and people on holiday and things like that at the same time, and also all the regulars in the Do Running community. So such a fantastic effort. It makes for colourful social media. Of course, I asked people to tag in the Saturday selfie, but once again, I'm really sort of pleased with that effort. Lots getting out. I managed to get out with a couple of friends, do you know, when we was being silly around a local race course, and it was just a different way of getting out there and running, do you know. It's not always easy. It's not always easy getting up to do it. So on a Saturday morning, the guys are really enjoying that. And this week, I'm pleased to say, I've got my I've lined up my next guest for the Sunday social. Whilst it might not be this Sunday, it might be the Sunday after once I've worked upon it. I'm really looking forward to speaking to somebody who's a real inspiration to me and somebody I really kind of hang on to every word they say, you know. So there'll be more of that. That'll become clear as the week goes on. Don't like to say too soon, just because I like to work on it and make sure nothing goes wrong in the process. So that's what we've got this week, guys. Hope you can get involved at some point. You know, it's really, like I say, use the hashtags, tag us in, whatever you're doing. If you're listening to DOdaily, let us know. Do you know, if you're doing the Tuesday training or the Wednesday workout, Thursday thoughts, attack the day on Friday, Saturday selfie. Do you know, it's just about getting involved. This is an online community now at the moment. I've said many times it formed from a running group, but it's become much more than that, and I'm so pleased it has. I'm so pleased it's evolving into somewhere where we can welcome activity. I've got one or two bits to do myself, one or two bits of filming to do for other groups, you know, just to let them know exactly what the community is all about. And it's such a friendly place to be. People get welcomed in, you know, and there's lots of interactive social media. And whilst social media can sometimes be negative, you know, at this present time, it's such a powerful tool if you're using it properly, do you know, and that's what's important, isn't it? It's just about keep keep encouraging people, keep motivating people, keep inspiring people to do something. What I say every week at this time is there's always somebody looking in. So whether it's a Saturday selfie or in the solidarity session tomorrow, there's always somebody looking in at what you're doing, you know, wanting to get involved, wanting a little bit, not scared, but a little bit sort of weary of putting themselves out there, and perhaps need that sort of enticing just by seeing everybody having a bit of fun. And that's exactly what we've got here. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of uniqueness, I guess. We're just trying to do something a bit different, particularly during the COVID and the situation that's around us. But hopefully much longer than that. The situations give us a platform to create something that welcomes people in and just encourages activity wherever we can. Do you know? And that it's a fantastic thing, sort of working off what other people do. Like I say, I spent a lot of time with friends this weekend, and whilst particularly busy in the week and I've not had a chance to see people, it's great to do. You know, you sort of get that personal feel back, and once that builds, it's absolutely fantastic, and it gives us all a great feeling. To be honest, myself, do you know, with the COVID situation, whilst I'm feeling great personally, and I really am feeling great personally, do you know, I've been kind of riding this wave for a few weeks now, but the COVID situation started to frustrate me a little bit last week. Do you know, I was starting to think, where is the end of it, and starting to try and sort of forecast how long it'll be. And I've been saying for weeks, that's not the thing to do. What we've got to do is almost accept what's happening. Do you know, as tough as it is, as frustration as it can be, do you know, the little things are frustrating me. Remembering to wear a mask, we're all struggling with that one, aren't we? Do you know, and all these little things you have to queue up for, or do you know, I'm out and about and I occasionally need the toilet and I can't go to sort of public convenience because of COVID, and those kind of things are the really frustrating things. But what we've got to do is just sort of do what we do, keep doing, do you know, the things we enjoy and fitting that into the situation. And that's what's really important, isn't it? We've still got work, we've still got lives, do you know, we've still got commitments to make. None of that's changed. Whilst we see different things on the television and hear different things sort of through the news and that kind of thing, it's easy to sort of distract yourself away from that. And myself personally, what I try to do is just sort of check in periodically, and because we'd all know if anything had gone on. And it's just about sort of really trying to take the positives and going forward, you know, into a new week. Let's give it a real go. I mentioned myself there, like, you know, last week I started a health kick. I've kept telling you guys through DOdaily that I want to get up early, I want to get on it, I want to lose some weight, I want to get back into my running. I've mentioned injury from day one of doing this, and thankfully I'm injury free at the moment. I've got no pain. So last week I really had to force myself. I had to stop making excuses, and that's the reality of it, to be honest. I was making excuses. As much as I don't want to be brutal about these things and harsh on people, do you know, I've said it a couple of times, it can be a choice whether you do these things or not. If nobody's stopping you, it's your choice. So last week I really forced myself to get up, and whilst I'm not going to tell you all the benefits of getting up early and all those things, because I've been doing it for a week and I don't feel I'm qualified to say that yet, but hopefully in 6 months I'll still be getting up. Get up at 5:45, been going out for a run. It's absolutely brutal at the moment. It's really hard. As somebody who's always struggled with sleeping, I find it really hard getting up, but I managed it for a week, and that it almost feels like already I've cracked something. Today it was particularly hard again. I couldn't get to sleep last night, do you know, but just getting up and getting that running. I ran 8 times last week. I actually ran twice in one day, so that's something I've not done for such a long time. I do like to run a lot, do you know, but that tied in with taking some diet supplements a friend sort of advised me on and gave me, is really got me into the right mindset to really go at it and give it a real push again this week. Whilst it was only a small sample, I lost 10 pounds in weight. Do you know, I'm feeling great again. Some of the t-shirts I had that didn't fit me, do you know, just putting them on, giving them a try, do you know, wearing wearing them today, or wearing one of them today, has just made me feel a bit better with myself. Whereas a couple of weeks ago, I was stressing about the injury, stressing about when I'd be able to do this again. But it was just a case of getting out there, giving it a real go, and making those tough calls. Today, I'm really struggling with the diet side of things, but I kept telling myself, don't lose all that weight last week to go and throw it away this week. And I'll get through to it. It'll be tea time once I've got back and uploaded the video and watched it through, you know. So I'll be okay, and hopefully by getting up early this morning, meeting a friend, making myself accountable. That's one of the key things I did with it. 3 times last week I met a friend, you know, just to make sure I stuck to it whilst I'm getting into it. Hopefully that goes on even more, because again, that's what we can do for the community. Of course, if you're local, you can agree to meet people, but you can just sort of put things out there through social media. I tend to do that a lot. People might wonder why I do that quite often, but it's just something I do. I like to say it, I like to put it out there, because I don't want to be asked if I've done that and I've not done that. And it's just those little things about being accountable, being determined to do it, you know, and getting those benefits from taking part, you know. It's fantastic when someone says well done. None of us should be scared of that, you know. A lot of people are sort of cower away when somebody says well done, or you don't want to praise yourself up. Then if anybody's sort of got a problem with that, that's their problem. It's exactly that, you know. Take the praise, take it on board, give it a real go, attack another week, get out there, never miss a Monday. Until tomorrow and the solidarity session, really looking forward to that again, you know. Just doing it.